Okay. Introduction to conic sections. A conic section or convex is a curve obtained as the intersection of the surface of cone with a plane. So these are the different types of conic section: a circle, ellipse, parabola, and hyperbola. Originally, it is part of a bigger convex, conic or cone. Ang cone na to is upper cone and lower cone. We call it naps. Okay, so a circle is formed when the plane is horizontal. So it intersects at a cone, either here sa taas or sa ubos, horizontally or parallel to the base to create a circle. Ang yang top view cross section will look like a circle. Next, when the tilted plane intersects only one cone to form a bounded curve, the result is an ellipse. And then another one, a parabola, when the plane intersects only one to form an unbounded curve. And then a hyperbola, when the plane intersects both cones sa ato ang upper and lower naps to form two unbounded curve. Each kani siya, we called it branch of the hyperbola. So these are the conic sections when you plot it in a Cartesian plane scene. It looks like this one for circle, parabola, ellipse, and hyperbola. There are some instances that there are other ways for a plane and the cones to intersect, and it form what we call degenerate conics. So one is a point. So it intersects at the vertex of both of our naps. So yung result is a point. Next is one line. If it intersects at the edge of both cones, dere. So a line ang mag-form, or two lines if it intersects at the edge of both, kani siya perfectly sa both edges of our cones in lower and upper nap. It resulted to lines. So that's the degenerate sections. Okay, let's proceed to a circle. So a circle is actually a special kind of ellipse. It's also an ellipse, but a special kind of ellipse. When tilted plane is horizontal or when the plane is parallel to the base of the cone. It is a special kind of ellipse because the set of points of a center is equidistant from a common point or the center of a circle. So from the center of the circle to any point of it, it is equidistant. Means equal in distance na siya ang ilahang segment here. That's why it is also called a special kind of ellipse. So we will let C be a given point. The set of all points having the same distance from C is called circle. The point C is called the center of the circle, and the common radius is its common distance is its radius. So from the center, going any point in the circle, that's congruent, equidistant. The term radius is both used to refer to a segment from the center to a point in a circle and the length of this segment. That's radius. Okay, let's label our circle. The center will be represented by H and K. A point on a circle is point P or any point XY. Take note that the point P is on the circle if and only if PC, this distance, is equal to R or equal to radius. And our radius must be greater than 0. Okay, we will find the distance of BC. Center C is 3, 1 in our figure 1.7. Point A is -2, 1. And point B is 6, 5. So by inspection, this segment from point A to point C, if we are going to manually count it, that's 5 units ang iyang length, ana. So from point A, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That's 5 units. Now, pangita na ang distance of B to C. We will use the distance formula. Our distance formula is equal to distance equal to square root of x sub 2 minus x sub 1 squared plus y sub 2 minus y sub 1 squared. Okay, let's check. Our distance is BC. So square root of ang ato let's label this x sub 2 and x and y sub 2, x sub 1 and y sub 1. So x sub 2 is 6 minus x sub 1, which is 3 quantity squared, plus y sub 2 is 5 minus y sub 1, which is 1. 6 minus 3 is 9. 5 minus 1 is, 6 minus 3 is 3. 3 squared is 9. 5 minus 1 is 4. 4 squared is 16. So square root of 9 plus 16, or 9 plus 16 is 25. So square root of 25 or 5. BC is equal to 5. So therefore, our kanisha is 5. Manually inspection. Also, this is 5. It is also given here that line PC is also equal to 5. So other points P such that PC is equal to 5. The collection of all such points which are 5 units away from C forms a circle. So kung magbuhat ta diri 5 units, you can create a circle, mga 5 units siya. Okay, so our PC, this distance from P to C, let's label it as our radius. So instead of PC, we call muna siya radius. H and K are the coordinates of our center. And then X and Y are for our point on a circle. That's any point in a circle. Okay, quantity of x minus h squared plus quantity of y minus k squared is equal to r squared. This is the standard equation of our circle. If the center is at the origin, then our h and k is equal to 0 or c 0, 0. So we will use this one. X squared plus y squared is equal to r squared. Okay, let's try solving together. Number one, center at the origin, radius is equal to 4. So since our center is at the origin, that's C 0, 0. So H is 0 and K is equal to 0, while our radius is equal to 4. So ang atong standard equation, quantity of x minus h squared plus quantity of y minus k squared is equal to r squared. Next, since our h and k is equal to 0, sa mga tanggalan ni, leaving x squared plus y squared is equal to 4 squared, which is x squared plus y squared is equal to 16. Okay, number 2. So that's the standard equation of our sa item number 1. Number 2, center negative 4, 3, radius is square root of 7. So center negative 4, 3, radius square root of 7. So quantity of x minus h squared plus quantity of y minus k squared is equal to r squared. Our h is this one and k is this one. This is the center of the circle. Okay, negative 4 times negative, that's positive 4. Plus y, and then ang 3 times negative, so negative 3, y minus 3, quantity squared is equal to r na to is square root of 7 squared. So pwede na ni ma-cancel ang square root or itong radical sign o ang square. So quantity of x plus 4 squared plus quantity of y minus 3 squared is equal to 7. Number 3, by looking at the figure, the center is at 3, 1. Radius by if you're going to check, given siya, which is 5, so 5 ang radius. Since we have the center and the radius, so the two important ingredients to identify the standard equation of a circle is the coordinates of the center and the radius. So kompleto naman siya. So ato na lang siyang i-substitute. So quantity of x minus h squared plus quantity of y minus k squared is equal to r squared. So this is h and this is k. So x minus 3 squared plus y minus 1 squared is equal to 5 squared. So x minus 3 quantity squared plus y minus 1 quantity squared is equal to 25. Next. Okay, figure 1.9, ang circle A. The center is here at negative 2, 1. Negative 2 and 1. So that's the center. So if you're going to inspect that, ang point of na pwede natin inspect is here or here. So we will count para ma-determine ang radius. 1, 2, 3, 4. So radius is equal to 4. So x minus h squared plus y minus k squared is equal to r squared. So negative 2 times negative x, so that's positive 2. X plus 2 quantity squared, negative times negative, that's positive. So positive 1, y plus 1 squared is equal to, ang atong r is 4 squared. So final answer, quantity of x plus 2 squared plus quantity of y plus 1 squared is equal to 16. Circle B, ang iyang center here at 3 and 2. So C is 3, 2. By inspection, pwede na to siya i-check here or here. Alin na lang dire. So 1, 2, 3. Radius is equal to 3. So we have center and radius. So pwede na ito makuha ang iyahang standard equation. So x minus ang h nato is 3, ang k is 2. X minus 3 squared plus quantity of y minus 2 squared is equal to 3 squared. So x minus 3 squared plus y minus 2 squared is equal to 9. Number 6. Center 5 and negative 6 tangent to the y-axis. So if you say tangent, it is a ang duwa ka buok nga curve or ang isa is line intersect at exactly 1 point. More siya nagtungtong. So we'll create a graph. Center is 5 and negative 6. So you diri ang atong center. Now we'll create a tangent. So according to the problem, ang atong circle na point of tangency to the y-axis. So this is the y-axis. So pinakaduol nga part sa y-axis from the center is in this part. So this is the point of tangency sa atong circle o sa atong y-axis. So from that, we will count 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So ang ato ang radius is equal to 5. So you imagine this one as a bigger circle na siya. So r is equal to 5. So since we have the center and we have the radius, pwede na ito makuha ang iyahang standard equation. So x minus 5 squared plus y, negative times negative is positive. So y plus 6 squared is equal to 5 squared. So x minus 5 squared plus y plus 6 squared is equal to 25. Number 7. Center is 5, negative 6, and tangent to the y-axis. It's the same scenario. A point of tangency is at the x-axis lang. So mag-rate that point of tangency here at the x-axis. So na itong circle. And here is the point of tangency. Nagtungtong ang ato ang point sa x-axis o tungtong sa atong circle. So ang center is 5, -6. So from the point of tangency, we will count 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So 6 ang iyahang radius. So since we have the radius and we have the center, we could have the standard equation of a circle. So x minus 5 squared plus y, negative times negative is positive, so y plus 6 squared equals 6 squared. So x minus 5 squared plus y plus 6 squared is equal to 36. That's the standard equation of this problem. Next. This is number 8. Has a diameter with endpoints A, -1, 4, and B, -4, 2. Take note the problem is get naganta og endpoints of a diameter of a circle. So therefore, ang iyahang endpoints ani is part of a diameter. So pag diameter gali siya sa circle, ibig sabihin mo agi jud na siya sa ang iyahang diameter mo agi sa circle of the center of the circle. So to determine that, just get the midpoint formula of the endpoints para ma-determine ang center. So you will add all the x plus x sub 1 and x sub 2, and you will divide it by 2 to get the abscissa or ang x coordinates sa to ang center. And then sa y po, i-add mo y plus y sub 1 plus y sub 2 and divide it by 2 to get the ordinate or the coordinate of the y sa to ang center. So ang atong point is -1, 4, and 4, 2. So you will add all the x, -1, 4 divided by 2. So that's 3/2. So money ang atong abscissa sa atong center. And then you add ang y, 4 plus 2. So 4 plus 2. And then divide by 2, that's 3. So atong center is at 3/2 and 3. So muna sa ato ang circle na to. So since we have the center, pwede na nato makuha ang radius of our circle using the one of the endpoints of our circle. So pwede ang point A, pwede point ang point B. For this example, we use point may gigamit ani. Point A ang gigamit. Okay, so we will use our standard equation, x minus h squared plus y minus k squared is equal to r squared. So ang tangalo na tong square. So i-square it na to ang both side. So r na nabi sa left, and ang sa right is square root of x minus h squared plus y minus k squared. Excuse me. Next is substitute all the values. So ang point A ang atong gamiton. for x and y, and then ang atong h and k is the center. So x nato is -1 minus ang h nato 3/2. So 2 squared plus y nato is 4 minus k nato is 3. So 4 minus 3 squared. So -1 minus 3/2, that's 5/2. -5/2 squared. 4 minus 3, that's 1. 1 squared is still 1. So -5/2 squared plus 1 is equal to r. Let's continue. -5/2 times -5/2, that's 25/4 plus 1. So the square root of 25/4 plus 1 is equal to r. Then let's combine this. 25/4 plus 1, that's 29/4. So ang atong radius is equal to square root of 29/4. So since we have the radius and we have the center, so we can get the standard equation of the circle. So ang h nato is 3/2, k is 3, radius is square root of 29/4. So quantity of x minus 3/2 squared plus y minus 3 squared is equal to 29/4. So this is actually square root of 29/4 squared. But since naman tayo radical sign and then natin square, so pwede sila matanggal. So leaving 29/4. So final answer, quantity of x minus 3/2 squared plus y minus 3 quantity squared is equal to 29/4.